and I'll tell you, I think the general's ready to see you, so we'll go to it from there. Yeah, I'm pretty low on the totem pole here. But.
So he drafted the letter that we originally sent out, and I signed it. But the surgical clinic here and seeing the Marines and sailors and soldiers is big stuff. So this is almost a dream come true having.
Well, I tell you, we've hit a lot of areas already.
You have.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you how you're doing because you guys got a busy schedule, and I mean I've seen a lot of people come through here, and it's. Is that right? Yeah, this is as busy as any schedule I've seen. And we try to give, usually it's visitors that, we get senators and congressmen and we get a lot of, senior officers come out here and they come out here for a reason to get a sense, a feel for what's going on. So to do that in RAO, as big as RAO is, I mean, you got to take them everywhere and just the travel, the number of places. After about 3 days, people are usually starting to, and you're still living in U.S. time someplace.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, Texas time. And North Carolina time. Yeah, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Actually, it hasn't been that bad, to be truthful.
When you meet the people with such inspiration, it gives
under pressure what they need it.
What we're doing is nothing for what they're going through, and. And the thing is, we want to come over too and just see what the morale is. Because, the states printed a gloom and doom type picture. And I thought, this is a great opportunity for me to really find out how the troops are feeling. And and I tell you, it's been incredible. It's been absolutely incredible. The morale of these troops.
It's through the roof.
I mean.
Absolutely through the roof.
Oh, yeah, it was. I mean, and the fact they mentioned,
what we have here, we're going to walk over just a couple minutes. We're going to do. You already talked, George, about what you're going to do? Okay.
Yeah.
I know Chuck from before.
Okay. All right.
We met with 2 years back.
Okay. And then I think there's a trip down to Fallujah Surgical in there too.
There is, sir.
And with any luck, we won't have anybody there. But,
yeah, hopefully it means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
It's the heart and soul of the organization, and we'd like to leave one.
Thank you very much, General. I appreciate that.
That's the Navy SEAL over there, sir.
You've really been well.
Oh, yes. All right. And would you like to go B? He needs to go away. Move back. Move back, please. There you go. Right in there. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Hey, Chang. Let's see. He's taking a picture with us.
Okay. There too? Okay.
Oh, man, here he is. I think so.
You bet.
Good.
Okay.
You guys set up those?
Okay.
Are you one more? 1, 2, 3.
Awesome.
Great. Okay, guys. Yeah, all the best, guys.
Thank you very much.
You bet, man. It's a pleasure, man. Okay.
I'm a Marine, I don't mention that organization. A couple of years ago, when we started the martial arts program, Get back! Stay back! Keep your hands up in there if I can see them. Let go. Stay down. Do the best in the business, guys. I'm gonna have you stay back. Stay back. That ain't what's on right? I'm not gonna tell you again. Stay back. Stay back. That will even hurt the dog. Next. Chuck, I was wondering if you could honor us by saying a few words out here. I know everybody wants to
For 4 years, but every movie I've done, the military-wise, I was either a Marine or an Army. Yeah. Okay.
I got my first involvement in martial arts. In fact, judo was the only thing I knew back in 1960. I never heard of karate or taekwondo. Of course, taekwondo didn't exist then. It was Kung still then. And I started judo, studying judo. So I walk up there and these planes are going to only jump. But, you know, amazing thing about my childhood growing up with a single parent, my mom, I had a alcoholic father, so I couldn't get home. And so I grew up pretty secure. Just like to the range, and I thought, okay, I may lose again, but I'll never lose playing range twice. That's always been my philosophy. I initially started running, and I wanted the Los Angeles tournament. And that was my goal. My goal was to win that LA tournament. I won it. And I thought, wow, shoot, I won this LA tournament. What do I think about it? So I think we just do it. Across this over, and we met. And so we started talking, and we were staying at the same hotel, so we started walking over to the hotel together. And it's about 11:30 at night, and so we get to the hotel. He's on the ninth floor. So he stepped out in the hallway with me. Next thing you know, we're working. He said, I've done 2 movies in Hong Kong, and they're really successful. He said, I want to do a fight out. If you'll sell your school to us, we'll open a chain of Chuck Norris schools nationwide. I thought, okay. Lost both all 3 of my schools, plus the ones they've already built. So now I'm at a crossroads in my life. What am I going to do? I have no schools, and I got a family. If you'll sell your schools to us, we'll open a chain of Chuck Norris schools nationwide. I thought, okay. It was like $600 a month. Well, I have no money. First time I go out to class, but the movie started making money. It was only $1 million movie that started making money in school. By the time I graduated, over 40,000 over the last 12 years. And then just going on to college and becoming successful in life. And the reason why I think it so much.
All this.
It's about the Marines and the service members that you've met here so far.
I think the very optimistic morale that these troops have, because I think they have a misconception in the United States about how the troops are feeling over here, and my main purpose is coming over just to check to see how the morale of these troops are, and maybe give them a little bit of a morale boost if I possibly can. But it's been incredible. It's been very enlightening for me because the morale of these troops is as high as, I mean, sky high. And it kind of shocked me that they were so optimistic about their mission over here that they're going to win. They're going to win over here. And it's been as big of an experience for me as maybe it has been for some of the troops over here. If it's helped them in any way positive, then of course I'm elated that I've been able to contribute in some small way to that. One of the soldiers he had been shot in the stomach, and the bullet came out and went down his arm. He had a huge scar all the way down his arm, and he's back on duty, you know. And I'm thinking, you know, are you up for all this? He says, yeah. He says, because I'm a warrior, and that's what these young men and women are. They're true warriors, you know. Many of us play at it. But these troops over here are true warriors, and they're willing to put their life on the line for what they believe and for their country. And what else can you ask of them? Well, I'm just going to say, you know, I think the media gives a little misinterpretation of what is going on over here. You know, the gloom and doom concept over here, and that these troops over here are very positive about their mission here, and they're going to win this war. They're not going to be like the Korean War, which was a standstill, or the Vietnam War, which we lost. They're going to win this war.